Hi, today I'm going to show you how to build one of our Maxwell table bases. Now, you should have received two boxes. In the first one, you would have received a top plate, a base plate, and an Allen key with a bag of screws and some instructions. Now, the screws are for attaching an isotop or a Wormington tabletop. If you got a compact laminate or a melamine tabletop, you would have been provided with separate bolts. So please don't use the screws on those tabletops. Use the bolts provided. And in the other box you would have got a pole. Now the pole has two bolts in one side, three bolts in the other side. The two bolts is for the top plate and the three bolts is for the base plate. Now firstly we're going to attach the top plate, and instead of using the hand Allen key, which is a little bit slower, I'm going to use a drill just to speed things up. Take the bolts out of the top of the pole. Now, in your top plate, you'll see that you have two lots of holes. Those running horizontally, which are holes A and B, and those running diagonally, which are holes C and D. Now for Maxwell, you need C and D, otherwise you won't be able to get the feet to line up with the corners of your tabletop. So, we'll attach those to C and D. Now, once you're finished with your drill, just tighten those extra tight with your Allen key, just to make sure that they don't wobble after you've built your base. Then flip that upside down and take out the bottom three bolts. Now with your base plate you have three holes and three holes, but you have to figure out which holes line up properly. So you line up the holes with the three holes underneath, and you keep turning it until you figure out which holes you need. Now you need the holes that are going to make this line up so that the legs are in the corners of the top plate, like that. So you can see that runs on a nice diagonal. Now you put these three bolts in, not all the way, so that you can line it up properly, and then you come along later once they're all in and lined up and you can tighten them up. Now don't just use your drill to tighten them, then use your hand Allen key to make sure that they're nice and tight so they don't come loose. And that is how you build our Maxwell table base. Now, if you could please watch our other videos, you'll find out how to attach your tabletops. Thank you.